Hi guys, it's been a little while since we've seen each other. I was at a wedding on my day off last week, so I didn't have any time to make a video or put one up for you. That day started at 7 AM and finished at 1 AM, so you know, I was pretty busy. But it was totally worth it. It was for two amazing people who really deserve the happiness that I hope their wedding brought them. And if you saw my new home tour, you already knew I was excited about a wedding I was going to anyway. So, yeah, moving on from that, I have gone slightly berserk and spent money that I don't really have. I do have, but I shouldn't have really spent. Basically, I've dipped into my savings to buy books that I can't really afford on my current wage. So, yeah. I love and hate myself so much right now, but I'm happy. I'm going to read these. I'm going to love them. That's all that counts. So, first things first, I went to my local comic book store and I ordered some manga with them. It took a couple of weeks, but that's totally understandable because usually these things come from America, and you know, they're only a small business. They're not going to be getting huge mass deliveries, so I've got to kind of wait until they build up what they need so they've got enough to get a delivery, which is fine. I wasn't desperate to instantly get them and read them that day or anything. I've got plenty of other things to keep me going, but I am very happy. They were really nice, and the books are in lovely condition, and you know, and I got a good deal on them as well. They did me them for free for 2, so I ended up getting 6. And that is of course the Arata, the Legend series. I have been trying to collect all of these. Yu Watase is my favourite manga artist of all time. She's really now the only one that I am really bothering with, because I know that a lot of the series that I've started have been discontinued, which is an absolute pain, but you know, what can I do? But at least I know that I think anything this woman does is going to get published, because she's the queen. She is the queen of manga. And so I'm very happy. I have got volume 18, volume 19, volume 20, volume 21, volume 22 and volume 23. And I think I'm getting to the end of that series. I'm sure there's only 25 or 26 volumes, which is great, you know, because another completed series is fantastic and it won't take me too long to get through those. So here's hoping, because I just want to complete my series. I want to complete my manga series more than my actual novel ones, because they're so difficult to do. Anyways, moving on. Then after that, I have a rewards card with Waterstones, where if you get so many stamps you get £10 off. I got £10 off. And so I decided to buy 6 books, so I ended up getting £10 off them, which is pretty good for me. And they were all in the buy one get one half price, so I got them already on offer, and then I got an offer on top of that because of my rewards, which is awesome. So I'll just go through them as they're stacked. And so the first one I got in that was This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab, or V.E. Schwab if you're an adult. So this is an adult book, which I thought it was young adult, so when I found it in the adult section I was a bit like, oh, okay, that's great, I want it, that's fine. I've never read a book by her before, but I have heard people rant and rave about how great she is. So when I saw this in the offer and I knew I had £10 off, I was more than willing to give her a go. I don't really know a lot about this series, but I'm pretty excited. I'm always excited to get new books. You guys know this by now. The next one I got was Queen of Hearts by Colleen Oakes. And this one I just found whilst I was randomly browsing through the deals. I'd never heard of it before, but it's obviously a retelling of the Queen of Hearts side story in Alice in Wonderland. I think it's before she came in. Yeah, it's before Alice even shows up, and it's kind of, I think, what makes her so evil, which is very interesting to me, and it's only quite a small little read, so I'm sure that I'll enjoy it. I like Disney, I like remakes. It's in there. The next one I got, which was the main one that I wanted to get, was Uprooted by Naomi Novik, and again, this was in the adult section and I thought it was a young adult book, which, you know, is still fine. I'm going to obviously read it, I wouldn't buy it otherwise. But yeah, apparently a lot of the things that I've been thinking are young adult are actually adult books, which is fine, great. I'm actually starting to read for my own age. Seeing as, you know, I'm getting past the stage of being a young adult, which is quite sad. I'm old. Anyways, this is the story about a girl who, the village she lives in, has to sacrifice someone to be the apprentice of a wizard, I want to say, and they go off with the wizard and they're never seen again. And I'm sure you can tell what happens to our main character, otherwise there wouldn't be much of a book. That's Uprooted. This one is another one that I had never heard anything about and I don't really know much about. I just liked the cover, really. That's pretty much why I bought this book. And yeah. That is The Loneliness of Distant Beings by Kate Ling, and I mean, look at it. It's so pretty. Would you not want this? And it was an offer, and when I found this I had 5 books that I wanted and it was buy one get one half price, so I needed an even number and I thought I'll give this a go. All the blurb says is it is that quick, that strong, that beautiful, and it is also totally impossible. And that sounds pretty intriguing, interesting, and I'm willing to give it a go because I got it for cheap. So yeah, I don't have a lot to say about some of these books. I have a problem. The next one is one I had actually heard of, which is A Thousand Nights by E.K. Johnson. It's Johnson, I was going to say Johansson. That's the Queen of the Tailing. Which is awesome, you should read it. How many can I get out in one go? This is a retelling of the original like folk story, I think, of 1001 Nights. Oh god. Do your research, Vicky, before you start filming. I'm not gonna. But yeah, I've heard so many people go on about this book, and a lot of people seem to have given it a lot of love. I've been seeing it all over my Goodreads. I'm willing to give it a go on offer, and I'm just willing to give it a go. More books, the better. This last one is one that I didn't even realise I wanted because I had entered to win it ages ago. And I was really interested in it at the time that it was in the giveaways, and then I kind of forgot about it, and then I saw it in the offer and I was like, oh, what's this? This looks interesting. And then I got it home and I was like, oh, it's that book that I wanted so badly ages ago. And that is 12 Kings by Bradley Beaulieu. Sorry. And this, to me, has Throne of Glass vibes. Like, it's like an adult version. This is the daughter of a famous assassin, and she is out for like revenge and to reveal the truth of what really happened to her father, as far as I am aware. And it's a fantasy, and yeah, it just got such Throne of Glass vibes, and I was so excited about it when it was in the giveaways. And I don't know how I completely forgot about it, but I'm just so happy that I did find it, and again, for cheap. And this is, I don't know if I said this is an adult book, so it's, you know, again, it's a bit more of a grown-up version, I guess, of Throne of Glass. How many times can I name drop that series? You know me, I'm all over the place. So yeah, that was my crazy Waterstone stint. And then I went to the Works. I was out shopping with my friend, and we went to the Works, and I was actually going in to find a present for my boyfriend because it's coming up for his birthday, but I came out with 2 books for me instead. But with good reason. They were £1 each. That's right, £1. So I got True Fire by Gary Meehan. I basically got it for this sticker here. If you liked Throne of Glass, you'll like this, because I really just like Throne of Glass. Though I have now read Heir of Fire, and it was not as good as the first 2. I'm just going to get that out there. That may be controversial, but I don't think it's that controversial. But yeah, basically this is about a girl who has lost her family. She's been like betrayed and she is out for revenge. And that is as much as I know, because that's all I need to know. That's all you guys need to know, surely. And the next one I bought was literally because it's an author that everyone goes on about, and that I just want to read them and see what the deal is with them, seeing as they're such a big thing in the booktube community. So I bought Half-Blood by Jennifer L. Armentrout. So yeah, it was £1. And she's an author that, again, I've never read anything by, but I've heard so many people go on about how she's like the greatest romance writer of all time. And I can really invest in a romance if it's written really well. So hopefully this will get me in the romantic mood, because I'm not really a romantic person. And that's really all I know. I'm pretty sure she's like a half demon or something, the main character in this. I've heard about it before. I've heard about it a long time ago. But yeah, it was £1. So why not? And then the last book I got, I want to say I was in Tesco's. Yeah, I think it was Tesco's. I was in Tesco's, and this was on sale. Well, all their books were on sale really, for like £3.50. £3. It was cheap, very cheap for a book. And so I was like, oh, I've heard about that book and it's been getting a bit of hype. I'm going to give it a go. And so I got These Shallow Graves by Jennifer Donnelly. This is Victorian as far as I'm aware. And it's about a girl who... There's murder involved again, I think. A girl who, is it her father dies? Yes. It's a girl whose father is found dead. And... it's like, you know, a bit of a creepy thriller kind of book as far as I'm aware. The cover is absolutely stunning in the American edition, but this is okay. I can live with this, and it was cheap, very cheap. Supermarkets have great offers on books. It's just, you know, they don't have a lot of choice. But if you can find that one book that you want, or that you think, oh, I've heard of that and it might be interesting, then I'd totally just buy it at supermarket prices, because they're great. So yeah, those were all the books I've bought. Yes, I've gone absolutely nuts. I have bought 15 books in like a couple of months. What are you gonna do? I live somewhere now where there's so many more book opportunities as well. Like when I lived in Scarborough, the Waterstones wasn't fantastic, and they had the Works, which did have quite a few books, and like the pound shops, but it's so much better here. You know, it's the city, of course there's more choices. I'm very happy that we live near a store that can provide me with the manga I want, and on a deal, which is great. So yeah, I'm sure I've waffled on way too long and you've got bored of me by now, but if you haven't, thank you and well done for staying till the end. I love you. And I'll see you soon. Hopefully it won't go another week without a video. Bye!